Let me see if I could ask him. Woo, woo. Excuse me, sir, I have a question for you. Purchase something?
I'll make sure. Everything's good? Oh, keep talking. Okay, we're talking about how we have some winds coming out of the north. It's going to start to, clouds might clear up, but there's a very low chance of that happening. Step up. I mean, if I fall backwards, I feel like that would be hilarious.
Can you hear me? Everything good?
This should be a pretty chill show.
Thanks for joining us for NewsWest 9 at 5. I'm Crystal Cruz. Get ready to play ball. The Rockhounds home opener is finally here. And NewsWest 9's Alex Camerata and Jolena Okazaki are live at Momentum Bank Ballpark to get you ready for the first pitch coming up tonight. Alex, Jolena, what is it like out there right now?
Well, Crystal, let's just say that Alex and I are a little jealous that you're in the studio because it's cold. It is a little windy out here, but the Hounds were actually out here practicing a little over an hour ago, so now the Saudis are all warming up. But despite how cold it is, it's going to be really exciting.
Yes, baseball is back here in Midland. It's an exciting time, especially considering the Rockhounds coming into this game fresh off a sweep over the Corpus Christi Hooks. So you're going to see some great baseball here to kick off the season. First game here at Momentum Bank Ballpark, as Jolena mentioned, against the Amarillo Sod Poodles, who, by the way, they're 0-3, so the Rockhounds could capitalize over Amarillo tonight. And Jolena also just mentioned it's a little breezy. It doesn't really feel like baseball weather out here right now.
Weather.
Yeah, it's more of like a fall football feel, but hey, we're not experts on the weather. Jordan Frazier is Jordan. If the wind keeps blowing, I'd imagine there's probably going to be a lot of home runs tonight. What are you seeing?
It's a little bit chilly out here, but you know what? It's all going to be worth it. We have winds coming in from the north. You can probably see that from the flags behind me. Oh, it's going to be on the other side. But hey, I do see conditions currently in Midland, pretty cloudy for the most part, but we're not too terribly bad. That cold front really did its work yesterday. 54 degrees right now, and you know what? North wind's about 18 miles per hour. I do actually see still a couple of showers slowly trying to move its way into the region, but for the most part, not being too terribly bad. But hey, you know what? It's a lot better than what we saw this time yesterday. So overall, we're not seeing too much of a bad risk at all. And you know what? Temperatures tomorrow, they're going to continue to warm up as we go into the day. We're looking in those 70s. I think we're all looking forward to seeing that. So back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Jordan. You know, opening day, it's always an exciting time, right? But, you know, there's so much excitement in the air, and fans have a lot to look forward to, and hopefully a lot of wins this season. So we have a lot of fun stuff coming on in the show. We're going to talk a little bit about the history of the mascots. Also, one of my favorite things, the food from the concession stands. We're going to dive deep a little into that. And also, there is a new coach, and we're going to hear from some of the players and their expectations this season.
Yeah, really, this is a time to expect a lot from the guys and the team this season. And like Jolena mentioned, we're going to hear all about the food. That's where I'm hanging out most of the times I come out to the ballpark. Who doesn't love a hot dog and some nachos? In fact, our NewsWest 9's Jenna Alike is at the concession stand right now. Jenna, I know you're smelling all the good food. What are they cooking up for today?
Hey guys, I don't know about you, but all of this baseball talk is making me a little hungry, and I think the best place to find that sweet treat is right here at the concession stand to find out what they got new, what they got old. We're gonna figure that out right now.
I think a lot of the reasons that people do come to the ballpark are because of the foods on top of the baseball itself. So you have baseball, and then the next best thing is the food. If you didn't have the baseball or the food, it would be a very sad day.
A sad day indeed. America's favorite pastime and ballpark cuisine truly go hand in hand. The sights, the sounds, and the familiarity, all what makes the game day experience so special.
People like their basic stuff like hot dogs, hamburgers. You know, adults like to get beers. Kids like to get Cokes and cotton candy. So it's important to have those same type of things here.
The classics will still be available this year, along with fan favorites like the peanut butter and jelly hot dog with bacon. But there will also be a few shakeups to the counter this season.
We have a new vendor who's going to have 3 stands open. We'll have basically barbecue nachos, barbecue pulled pork sandwiches that he's going to grill here on the stadium property. So that's going to be brand new. And he is also putting in a lemonade and tea cart. And then we also have, for desserts, we have Frio popsicles from Frio's, the local brand here in town.
Now let's talk money. Have those cards ready because cashless is still the way at Momentum Bank Ballpark.
We still offer all the same foods. We still offer gift cards. If people do come with cash, they can go to the information booth and get money cashed in for cards. So that helps out a lot for people who don't have cards normally.
All right, now we're back at the concession stand. You just heard about everything you needed to hear about when it comes to what you can find at concessions. I've already got my gift card, and I've already gotten some food. For me, it's a classic, a standard, a hamburger. Nothing too complicated with just some ketchup. I mean, give it a taste to make sure everything tastes good around here. I can report back that this is perfect. Guys, Alex, Jolena, we're gonna send it back to you guys.
Thanks, Jenna. Yeah, and you know, the Rockhounds, they're going to look a little different this year through a couple of games. Last year, you might remember the Matamoscas de Midesa. Well, it's their Latin night rebrand. They're going to have a few times this year. It's the Copa de la División, which is going to be back in play for the 2024 season. However, they're not going to be called the Matamoscas anymore. They're actually called the Midland Amigos this year.
Yeah, that's right. And really, they're actually hoping that this new change will kind of connect with the fans even better for this new season. And the Rockhounds OVG General Manager Jeff Van Holly, he said that no other minor league team had used Amigos as their Copa identity, so they wanted to jump on this opportunity.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen the new logo yet, it's pretty cool. They've got a sugar skull, some art image of Rocky the Rockhound wearing a cool sombrero hat. It's Torch Creative. They're from Flower Mound, Texas. They actually designed the logo, and believe it or not, they are the same agency that designed the Rockhounds logo and artwork back in 2021. Assistant General Manager Ray Fieldhouse, he talked all about how they decided what the logo is going to be for the Amigos this year.
We had been selling Sugar Skull T-shirts in the store with using the Rockhounds, and then we did it with the Monomoscas. You know, that's was one of the top selling items was a Sugar Skull T-shirt. You know, the traditional Sugar Skull T-shirt. So we kind of came up with that. Why don't we just take Rocky, turn Rocky into a Sugar Skull? And we just came up with the different color ideas with the pink and the blue and the purple, and it went from there.
Yeah, and just for reference, minor league baseball, they started the Copa de la Diversión series in 2017. It was all to promote the sport and make connections with the Hispanic and Latino communities. And since then, it really has grown from 33 teams in 2018 to 72 teams in 2019. There are now more than 90 teams participating. So pretty cool stuff. You're going to see the Midland Amigos in action. Hey, stay with us. We're not going anywhere just yet. Coming up, we're going to meet the new bench boss for the Midland Rockhounds. Get to know manager Gregorio Petit. We'll tell you all about him right after the break.
Hello, I'm Gregorio Petit, manager for the Midland Rockhounds, and you're watching NewsWest 9. Nail it, huh? Boom!
Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Well, every new Rockhound season brings different storylines that mold how fans engage with the team. No different here in 2024, but the changes start at the top. The blank slate of a new season. New faces all across the diamond, and this year in the dugout too.
I was with Bobby for 3 years. We had a real close relationship on and off the field. Petit seems like a great guy, great manager. Treats everybody with respect. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with him.
Former manager Bobby Crosby has moved on to coach at the next level, and a familiar face is making his return to Midland.
Great memories, a lot of energy at the park. I enjoy playing around
great teammates that I had that we were coming up.
Meet Gregorio Petit, former Rockhound, former major leaguer, and current leader of the Tall City team, ready for a new challenge.
He wants to treat us like we're big leaguers, and so one of his main thing is go about your business like you're a big leaguer. Because you're not far. You're 2 steps away from making it.
I'm not preparing these guys in my head and my heart. Neither my coaches are to succeed in AA. We want them to be the most prepared to play in the highest level possible.
Petit comes with experience to back up these big goals. The new manager has coached at multiple levels with the Corpus Christi Hooks and Stockton Ports, meaning he brings a fresh outlook here to Midland.
They have a lot of time either playing in the big leagues or coaching, and so just learning a new perspective of the game I think it's going to benefit not just me, but everybody else as well.
And that should make for some exciting baseball at Momentum Bank Ballpark this season.
They're going to see me smiling, and they're going to see my team having fun and playing hard. And the more people come, the more fun we have because the adrenaline gets higher. It's amazing when you get to play for a lot of people.
And Gregorio Petit isn't the only change with the Rockhounds this season. There's also a big change in the front office. I'm here with Shelly Hange, the new GM with the Rockhounds. You've been with this team for a while, but now in a new role. What kind of inspires you to take on this new challenge?
Oh, just the great leadership here at the Rockhounds, the incredible foundation that's been laid for us, and just loving every department, every part at the ballpark.
So Gregorio is the new manager. What have you experienced with him at the helm of this program so far?
Oh my gosh, he's incredible. He's making the players much more accessible, visible. He's so awesome to work with, and we love him.
All right, Shelly Hange here talking all things new changes in the Rockhounds. Should be a very fun and exciting season. We're going to be talking about all things Rockhounds for the rest of the show, but for now I'm going to send it over to Alex and Jelena. Guys.
Jenna, thank you so much. And hey, the weather is finally cooperating. Jordan, the sun fighting its way out. It was a little cold and chilly here when we got here. No sunshine, but it's definitely starting to peek its way through. What are you seeing here now?
So we're going to be seeing, so we're still going to be seeing a bit of these clouds, maybe a little peaks of sunshine. But we take a quick look at that Rockhounds forecast. Only a slight chance of rain, but overall pretty good. I got a full look at the forecast coming up right after this.
Junior Perez, I play outfield for the Rockhounds, and you watching NewsWest 9.
Hey everyone, Chief Meteorologist Jordan Frazier out here at the Rockhounds opening game. Very exciting. Best part is rain chances are quite low. So let's go ahead and take a look over downtown Midland right now. Still seeing a whole lot of those clouds hanging over top of the region. And you know what? I'm still seeing temperatures not too terribly bad. We're looking at current conditions about 54 degrees. I have those winds still coming from the north, about 18 miles an hour. Overall, nothing too terribly bad. Current temperatures, you can really see where that cold front actually went. We got 50s in our northern areas, 53 in Andrews, 50 in Big Spring, 58 in Marfa, but you go farther south and, well, the cold front hasn't hit them yet. Places like Dryden, 80 degrees, Ozona at 73, Big Bend, the warmest spot, at 84. And you know what? Hey, this all going to be worth it because even those temperatures, not too terribly bad. Satellite radar showing most of the rain continuing to stay outside of our region, affecting more of the panhandle than anything else. I still can't rule out a slight chance of those showers throughout the game time, but even now, I'm starting to see little peaks of sun come out just here and there. Hey, beyond that, I certainly can't complain. And you know what? Tonight, I mean, one of the coldest nights I think we'll see until we go into the fall of the next 6 months or so. Beyond that, hey, we don't have much of this rain really hanging around. And you know what? Let's go ahead and just take a quick look at that 9-day forecast. Overall, I don't see a ton of activity going into the next couple of days. I do see the chance for some of those 90s actually making a comeback. Yeah, you heard me, 90 degrees. But beyond that, hey, we're going to have a whole lot of fun out here, and we'll keep you updated by everything on the big screen behind me throughout the game. Back to you guys.
Jordan, thanks so much. You know, the Midland Rockhounds wouldn't be the Rockhounds without three very familiar faces that hang around the ballpark.
That's right. You know them as Juice, Rocky, and Chip, and kind of a fun and interesting story on how they even joined the Rockhounds team. Take a look.
Let's turn the channel back in time to the 1980s. If you've been in Midland long enough, you'll remember the minor league baseball team known as what was called the Midland Angels. That's when a creature from up north found himself south here in the desert. And we know him as Juice the Moose.
He was a moose from Montana, and he really liked baseball, except there was no baseball in Montana at the time, so he traveled down south to find baseball, and what do you know? He ran to the Midland Rockhounds. He's a lot of fans' #1 favorite because a lot of these fans have been here since the Midland Angels, and Juice is the most recognizable face, and who doesn't love a moose in West Texas?
Since then, Juice has been hanging around the ballpark, but it wouldn't be until more than a decade later when we'd meet a new friend of his. In 1999, the Midland Angels would later become the Midland Rockhounds, and Christensen Stadium would later be built in 2002. But staff discovered that there was someone else who would later join the team.
Rocky came with the stadium. He was living here at this ballpark when we moved in, and he wouldn't leave, so we just adopted him.
Change the channel to 2022. It was time for Rocky to retire after knocking it out of the park for 23 years, and a new Rocky would have to fill his shoes.
Rocky, you went through a lot to get to where you are today because you had to say goodbye to the old Rocky. Not gonna lie, I cried a little bit too.
And you see that rock hammer in Rocky's hand? In 2023, that hammer would later come to life and introduce himself as Chip.
Chip came at the right time to help Rocky, and it's very nice having 3 mascots that all the fans seem to love.
And with this triple team of Rocky the Rockhound, Juice the Moose, and Chip the Rock Hammer, they're here for the people that matter most.
I know when I was growing up, I have more Rocky signatures than I do player signatures, which might have been a mistake by me. Because people go to them, they see a nice friendly dog, moose, or rock hammer, and they're like, wow, this is a place to be. They're always taking pictures, and then they always help out this community.
So the next time you see these 3, remember their history of loyalty, friendship, and love for their Rockhounds fans. Because that is always a home run.
Cool history. history lesson there,
Yeah,
Joe. Good
it's so
stuff.
fun.
And it should be noted that actually Juice is still on winter break up in Montana. You're not going to see him till June, so fans, it'll only be Chip and Rocky here for now.
He's visiting his Mies family, but that's okay because Rocky and Chip are going to be here tonight. And if you want to catch up with Rocky, you can find him on Instagram under Rocky the Rockhound.
Hey, we still got some more for you coming up after the break. We'll hear what it's like to be inside the life of a minor league baseball player, and we'll even talk to a few of the vets who have spent their time in Midland. That's coming up.
Hola, mi nombre es Jason, mi apellido Rosario, mi posición es outfielder. Let's go Rockets.
Because it's one question, we'll let you take a little bit of time and answer. Mic check on Aaron. Mic check, mic check, mic check. All right, well, welcome back here to NewsWest 9 at 5 and opening day here at Momentum Bank Ballpark. And if you follow the Midland Rockhounds closely, you probably know that there was quite a bit of turnover on the roster this past year. And today's opening roster looks a lot different than it did a year ago. But what is it like, the life of a minor league baseball player, the emotions of the constant calling up or getting called down, everything that goes into playing at this level? I talked to a few players earlier this week. Let's take a look. Leadership is a quality that perhaps best displays itself in the world of sports. The 2024 Midland Rockhounds look a lot different than previous iterations of the team, but one thing they aren't short on is veteran leadership. One such player, infielder Cooper Bowman, has been in Midland for multiple seasons and dives into the life of a minor league baseball player.
It's cool, man, because like a lot of guys don't get to experience that, you know. So of course it's stressful. You live out of a suitcase most of the time, but you know people would love to be in your shoes, and you know the regular work schedule will come at some point. So may as well travel and move around while you can.
Catcher Shane McGuire fills a leadership role as well and says there are mixed emotions about seeing friends and teammates move on.
It's exciting seeing people move around because it just gives you a sense of belonging and that you could be next, and at some point could be your name called and you're up within a week. Seeing people get sit down is just part of the game, and just overcoming just an obstacle in your career.
Infielder Jeremy Eierman cuts through the chaos that can surround minor league baseball.
Yeah, that's the goal. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, you just got to show up every day and handle your work, and whatever happens, happens.
all of these players know that they could be the next name called up to Vegas or even Oakland, and the best way to do that is to lead the way and, of course, get wins.
It's very cool. I mean, when you see guys like Lawrence Butler, who you play with all summer last year, and then he goes to Vegas for 2 weeks, and then he's in the big leagues. I mean, Joey Estes, same thing. It's very cool. There's, of course, bad things with the business side of baseball, but for the most part in this org, there's a lot of opportunities. So you see your buddies go succeed. It's very cool.
Being a catcher, it's one of the leadership roles on the team. You're kind of like the quarterback, but it's just been about building relationships through spring training with some of the new guys and creating that trust so you can hold each other accountable throughout the season.
All right, well, speaking of somebody who knows their way around this team, someone who knows their way around this organization, I'm here with Monty Hoppel, the president of the Midland Rockhounds, and I've got to ask you, what are the emotions like for you? What's the excitement level like to see the ballpark come alive here on opening day every year?
Well, it's special. I mean, we getting better weather, but usually spring's in the air, the grass is green, and for me, it's my 41st season opening in minor league baseball, so it's always special. And our family, sponsors and the season ticket holders and our part-time staff, it's great to see them. It seems like the off-season goes a lot faster, but seeing the players out here and what a great benefit is for Midland, it's just fantastic to be starting another year, something like our 52nd year in minor league baseball here in Midland.
Well, Monty, I appreciate you stopping by and talking to us. Thank you so much, and we're going to be right back after this quick break.
Hey, we've got all the sports on NewsWest 9, from the Rockhounds to the Mavericks. Coming up tonight on NewsWest 9, the Mavs in action against the Charlotte Hornets. That's coming up tonight at 6, right here on NewsWest 9. We've got it all, Jolena, the ballpark, the basketball court, and hey, gates are opening here soon for the Rockhounds.
Yeah, in just a couple of minutes, and also first pitch starts in about an hour. We'll see you guys here.
See you out there. Go